Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We were talking about what we call the mafhum and the masdaq. What is the concept and what is the confirmation? All of this is to do with what exists mentally and what exists externally. And there's a difference, right? What is in your mind is different to what is outside in the external world. When it comes to your mind as well, especially in these kind of issues that we're dealing with, you need to understand what does universal mean and what does particular mean. What is kulli and what is juz'i. Kulli means universal, where in that with universal it is applicable to many circumstances, many cases, like the word shajara, for example, universe, mathalan, for example, right? Then you have particular, juz'i, which is not applicable to multiple or many circumstances. It's only applicable to that particular case, right? And sometimes, even when you're reading in, especially in Arabic language, you need to understand what kulli and juz'i means, because in a lot of cases, the word that is being used is going to change, dramatically changed, based on it either being kulli or it being juz'i. It referring to a certain situation or it referring to one specific case. For example, when Imam Ali alayhi salam, he says in a very derogatory, very negative, very bad way, al-nisa, so and so, in Nahj al-Balagha. Unfortunately, a lot of people carry this misconception and say, oh, I love Imam Ali, I admire Imam Ali, but why would he say these things? These things must be weak in their narrations. No, it's not a matter of being weak in the narration. It's a matter of you understanding Arabic language and the balagha of Arabic language. Sometimes kinaya or indirect reference to you is stronger in direct reference to you. Sometimes if I say you are this, it's going to be less of a shock for you than if I was to say there are people who are this and that, which makes you ponder on yourself more. Instead of becoming defensive in me criticizing you directly, you start thinking and reflecting on your conduct and your behavior. So Imam Ali salamullahi alayhi, when he says, for example, al-nisa'u this, al-nisa'u that, he's not referring to all women, because that would be derogatory, and hasha lil Amir alayhi salam for him to say something derogatory to anyone, let alone to, women. So what do? You say either it's weak. No, it doesn't necessarily need to be a weak hadith. It can be an authentic hadith. But in Arabic language, it is a kinaya. It is in reference to a particular person, to one particular person, right? No need to mention names. Okay? So sometimes kinaya is stronger than ishara. Sometimes they say, Iyaka a'ni wasma' ya jar. Have you heard that before? Yeah, and I'm saying, unfortunately, there are some people who are very stinky, and but I'm referring to you. Right? Yes, sister. Of course, both of them are going to need context, and through the usage, through the isti'mal, you will be able to quickly understand what it is. For example, when we say alif wa lam in Arabic, alif wa lam has many usages. Many usages. Sometimes it's alif wa lam ta'rif, sometimes it's alif wa lam al-ahd. Yani me and you know who the alif wa lam is, that, or that particular thing that we are referring to. I say al-qalam. And you know that I'm not talking about any hayallah qalam. You know that I'm talking about the Mont Blanc qalam. Mont Blanc qalam. Right? Okay. Important notes. Yalla Muhammad, you can read, please.
Important note 1. All concepts are universal by essence because they are connected to the mental realm. As for individuation, tashakkuk, and the particular, its vessel is the external world. Therefore, concepts do not become particular unless they are connected to the external world through external indication.
Yeah, so a juz'i will a juz'i will never be mental. It will never be in your mind. A juz'i always needs to have an application, an existence in the kharij, external realm. Why? Because it's juz'i. Carry on.
Either by sense, like this Zayd, or by intellect, such as indicating to Allah Almighty during prayer. So individuation by essence is for external things, and that which is connected to it in concepts is individuation by accident.
Ahsantum. By essence, by accident. What does this mean? These are also good terms that we need to use, which we will regularly be using as well, right? We have something called al-that, and we have something called al-arad. Al-that is essential, and al-arad is accidental. What does this mean? This means that there's something that makes up this wall. Is it the paint that makes up the wall? No, it's the brick or the wood that is making up the wall. So the essence is there. The wall is the essence, but something that accidentally comes onto it, something that is bil-arad, falling onto it, that with removing it won't affect the wall itself, that is called accidental. That is called aradi. So we have dhati, and we have what is referred to as al-aradi, right? For example, I'll mention that in theology. I'm not going to mention that here, don't worry. Number 2, carry on.
2. The similarity between the two words of kul and kulli and juz and juz'i might bring about confusion in some, which would lead to giving the rulings of some of these concepts to the others.
Yes.
Therefore, it is necessary to explain the difference between the kulli to the juz'i and the kul to the juz, so that the student does not fall into error.
All right, so this is, of course, some more technical Arabic things in logic. Al-kull is different to al-kulli, and al-juz is different to al-juz'i. That's pretty much what is being said here, right? What are the differences? Al-kulli is applicable to the juz'i, like saying Zayd, which is a juz'i, is applicable to al-insan, which is al-kulli. Whereas al-kull does not apply to al-juz. Your head is not a juz'i. Your head is a juz, is a part of your body, isn't it? Right? So your head is a part, it's a juz, it's not a juz'i. Juz'i means particular, where it is in reference to one particular individual, one particular case. Carry on. Number 2.
Number 2, the universal and the particular are in the mind, whereas the kul and the juz could be mental, like the parts of a concept, and they could be external, like the parts of an external body, a table.
Yeah. Ahsant.
Number 3, a universal is a part, juz, of the particular concept that is beneath it. For example, saying a human being is a rational animal, as the concept of the animal is a part of the concept of the human, which is a relative particular to the animal. Whereas the kul does not become a part of the juz, but the opposite is correct, like saying a head is part of the human body.
Ahsant. Thank you. Okay, next is a very important logical topic, and that is called in Arabic. I want you to write this down, these titles in Arabic as well. Al-Nisab, Al-Nisab, right? Al-Arba'a, right? Al-Nisab al-Arba', the 4 relations. The 4 relations. Now, when you're dealing with concepts, what is the relation between the nisbah, the relation between these concepts? Is it a relation of equal level, or is it a relation of one being greater than the other, or is it a relation of one intertwining with the other, one sharing a common factor but separating in other factors? What's the relation between the black bird and a black rock? What's the relation here? Blackness. They have what we call jihatu ittifaq. They have an area where they meet, which is the blackness, and they have jihatu iftiraq. They have areas that they differ, which is one being a rock and the other being a bird. What about if we were to say, what is the relation between a human and an animal? Which is greater? The animal, because is every human an animal? Yes. Is every animal a human? No. What is the relation between a human and a rock? Nothing, no relation. So here there is a conflicting relation. It's opposite contrast relation. This is what we call al-nisab al-arba', the 4 relations, where the relation is either bil-tasawi, or umum wa khusus mutlaq, or umum wa khusus min wajh, or of course the last one, which is al-tabayun. Right? Here we're going to use them, and just help me with the what's his name, with the designs here. But here we have this kind of circle, we have this circle, we have this circle, and we have this circle. Right? This is tasawi. What does tasawi mean in Arabic? Equal. Like you were to say insan and natiq. What's natiq mean again? Rational. You can say insan, you can say natiq, because al-natiq, rational, and human is both exactly the same thing. Right? So this is called tasawi. Right? Then we have umum wa khusus mutlaq. Umum wa khusus means that there is a general aspect to it, to both of them, and there is a specific aspect to one of them. For example, here we have animal and human being. Where's animal going to go and where's human being going to go? Ahsant. Animal and human. Why? Because not every human is an animal, but every animal is a human. Is that right? Yes. No. Not every human is an animal. Is that right, Murtada? Did I say it right this time?
I'll say it again.
You see? Pay attention.
I am paying attention.
No. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, every human is an animal, but not every animal is a human. Okay? The next one is, what was the example that I gave?
Some birds are white and white.
Yeah. So where am I going to put white?
There, left bubble.
Here? Here?
Which one is white?
White. Is that right?
Yes. Right.
All right. Where am I going to put birds?
On the right side. Which bird?
What am I going to put in the middle?
Some birds can be white. Or some birds are white.
Okay. Good. Right? Yeah. All right. What's another example? What was the example that I gave? Black rock and black birds. Black rock and black birds. How am I going to do that here?
You're right. Black rock.
Where?
Left bubble. Black rock.
Carry on.
Then black bird.
Here?
Yeah. And they're black.
Is that right? Huh?
Yes.
Is that right? Yes or no?
Yes, right.
What? Who said no here? Is it right or wrong? Can you see the book? Yeah. So that and technically you're right, but we're seeing the commonality between them. So the bird, we should have written magpie, right? But anyway, you all know. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. What about this one here? What about this one here?
You got human?
Tabayun, completely opposite. Yes. Oh, sorry. Umum wa khusus mutlaq. What does mutlaq mean? What does mutlaq mean in Arabic? Absolute. And this is umum wa khusus min wajh. Umum wa khusus from a specific angle, from a particular angle. Min wajh in Arabic means from a specific angle. So there is a generality and a specification from a certain angle, which is blackness here. Right? What's an example for number 4? 5. Fire and water.
You didn't see that one coming.
No, I didn't. No.
No, that's wrong. It's not opposite. It's not opposite. They have oxygen. It's not opposite. What if breathing not?
Is fire and water opposite?
Yeah, they are. In the game, they work together to feed us. Two opposites work together.
That was very deep.
How about minus and positive? Positive.
What's the example that I have in the book? Human and rock. What's the commonality between human and rock? Some humans have rocks in their head instead of brains. That's the commonality.
What about Dwayne Johnson? He's called the Rock.
All right. So what is this called? What is this one called? This one is called al-Tabayun. Al-Tabayun. What does Tabayun mutabayinan mean? Completely opposites. Opposites. Completely opposite. Umum wa khusus. Umum wa khusus mutlaq. And umum wa khusus min wajh. What does min wajh mean again? From a certain angle. Right? Inshallah, next lesson we will be reading the text. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.